Hey, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing all the Round 1 series prices for the 2013 NBA playoffs. And right now we are talking with a brand new guest to SBR Videos, Ross Benjamin, veteran handicapper from rbwins.com is his website. Ross Benjamin, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Peter.
All right, before we get into the first series, we're going to talk about Chicago and Brooklyn. Tell us a little bit about yourself and rbwins.com.
My URL is rbwins.com, just as you alluded to, and a unique feature at my site is when you purchase a daily pick or daily package from myself or any other of the 8 great handicappers at my site, you get our personal guarantee that if you don't win, you don't make a profit, you get your purchase refunded. That's rbwins.com. 8 other great handicappers, including myself, Fred Wallen, out of Southern California right now on a terrific 26-5 roll. Joe Gavazzi, been around for 35 years in this industry. Tony George, a veteran of 20-plus years, and many more there. That's rbwins.com.
Sure. All right. Well, let's see what you can tell us about this series, Chicago and Brooklyn. This is kind of a tough one. Right now, Brooklyn is, of course, they have the home court edge here. They're minus 144 at Pinnacle. Chicago's plus 130 on the other side. And that line has gotten bet down a little bit. I saw at Heritage that it opened at plus 140, minus 160. And I guess the big question mark here is, how banged up is Chicago? Because, obviously they have a lot of talent, ton of talent. But for most of the year, they were banged up, undermanned. And I'll tell you, I've been pretty impressed with Brooklyn. The second half of the year, I just kind of felt like every time I bet on them, I won. Every time I bet against them, I lost. And I still feel like Chicago, I just don't feel like they're cohesive there, and I'm not sure how banged up they are. I would lean towards Brooklyn here at minus 144, but very, very, very mild lean. What do you like here? What do you think about this series?
Yeah, I actually feel pretty strongly on the Chicago Bulls here, plus the 130 in the series. Chicago did win 3 of the 4 meetings during the regular season. And if you did win with Brooklyn during the regular season, a lot of times when you bet on them, most likely you bet on them when they were playing a team that was less than 500. Because versus teams that were 500 and above, this is a team that was just 14-24 straight up against teams that were 500 and above, and 13-24-1 ATS. So, yes, Brooklyn had a great year, but they went about their business against teams they should beat, but they really struggled in situations versus winning teams. This goes a long way. You alluded to the fact that Chicago was banged up during the year, and that's a good point. But right now, with Luol Deng back healthy, with Taj Gibson back healthy, and with Joakim Noah back healthy, this is a whole different team. We saw glimpses of it in the last 2 games. They're a much better defensive team with those 3 players all in the lineup, especially Noah and especially Taj Gibson, who's an excellent shot blocker. Chicago is one of the better teams defensively in the league. We know Tom Thibodeau made his reputation and got to the position of being an NBA head coach because of his defensive prowess as an assistant with the Boston Celtics. So I like the Chicago Bulls in this series plus 130.
All right. Well, you make great points about how Brooklyn has fared against upper-tier teams. I think we'll know a lot more about, what level Chicago's playing at after we see Game 1, or even just the first quarter or the first half of Game 1. Thanks so much, Ross Benjamin. Great preview.
Thank you for having me, Peter.